All right, all right. Peace to the gods, peace to the gods. Yo, Blog Talk is down. I normally take the day off, but I said, man, I'm just going to go on YouTube. I'm going to go on Facebook, and I'm going to go on the gram. Fuck it. It's Consultation Wednesday, so obviously I won't be able to take any questions. I mean, if y'all got questions, I'll try to read through the chats to see what y'all asking me in the whole nine. Really wasn't prepared to do the show like this. You know what I mean? I didn't really prepare a full show, but you know, I study law every day. I got mad shit to talk about, so it's nothing. You know what I mean? Well, I had a consultation today, right? And of course, I have consultations every day. But I had some interesting things coming that came up, and I wanted to frame out, you know, how to do things, right? So you got people in jail, you got loved ones in jail, right? And with loved ones being in jail, y'all need to Google writ of deliverance, right? So I'm going to break this down for y'all so y'all can comprehend a little bit how to do a writ of deliverance. So here we go. Now, and of course, you know, I'm your man, Jonah Bay, so I'm going to tell you about state constitution. You're going to use that to get that done, right? So let me just put this in the chat. I got it in Facebook. I'm putting it in Facebook and YouTube. So there it is, right? Writ of deliverance. So what does it say? Definition: a writ of deliverance is a legal order that requires a person or entity to release someone from custody or captivity. Example: if someone is wrongfully imprisoned, their lawyer may file a writ of deliverance to have them released from jail. How many of y'all knew about that? Huh? How many? I'm going to give you a quick overview on how you can be able to do a writ of deliverance. So if you go to the Georgia Constitution, my favorite one is 1877 Georgia Constitution. We're going to go into the Bill of Rights. So you go into your state's constitution, go into the Bill of Rights, right? Now, one thing I want you to know is paragraph 1. All government of right originates with the people and is founded upon their will only, and is instituted solely for the good of the whole. Public officers are the trustees and servants of the people, and at all times amendable to them. So it just told you that all them fucking people, the judges, the officers, everyone is a trustee for you. For you, John Q. Public, right? I didn't say that. The Constitution, Bill of Rights is telling you that, right? And then it tells you amendable. Amendable means they got to change their mind, right? So I'm telling them to change their mind to get a motherfucker out of jail. But let's go on. Now, the second paragraph says protection of a person and property is the paramount duty of government. So if they got them locked up wrongfully, not according to the right procedures of the Constitution, guess what? They wasn't protecting your person if you were in jail. All right, so then, no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property except for due process. Due process. Did they give you due process when they locked you up? I'm about to show you they didn't give you due process if you in jail, so you can do your writ of deliverance, right? Okay. Then it says, and this is important, no person shall be deprived of the right to prosecute or defend his or her own cause in the courts of this state, in person, by attorney, or both. So you have the option to get an attorney, not to get an attorney, just do it by yourself, or to work with the attorney for your freedom. I believe in doing it my damn self because I'm going to be enforcing these rights that's laid out in this Constitution because I know how to do it, right? If you don't know how to defend your rights, you don't have none. So when you get a lawyer, you're actually telling them, I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. I'm slow. I'm retarded. I don't know how to defend myself. I need a lawyer to talk for me. All right, let's go. Then it says, and this is the most important part. This proves you didn't get due process. Paragraph 5. Every person charged with an offense against the laws of the state shall have the privilege and benefit of counsel, shall be furnished on demand. See that word, on demand? You have to demand it. Now, did y'all know the word writ, what the word writ means? So you want to Google the word writ. What does writ mean? And the meaning of a writ is to order. An order is a demand, y'all. That's why I don't do a writ of this. I don't do discovery. I do a writ of discovery. You understand? I'm demanding it. But I also use the word demand in the middle of my documents too. But anyway, I would say writ of deliverance. I demand you release me. You release my brother. Why? Well, let's go back to the Constitution. I'm going to tell you why. Why? If you ask for discovery and they didn't give you, it says, hold on, let me finish reading it again and then I'm going to break it down. Paragraph 5. Every person charged with offense against the laws of the state shall have the privilege and benefit of counsel, shall be furnished on demand with a copy of the accusation and a list of witnesses whose testimony the charge against them is founded, and shall have a compulsory process to obtain the testimony of his own witnesses, and shall be confronted with the witnesses testifying against him, and shall have a public and speedy trial by an impartial jury. All of that's guaranteed to y'all. I'm going to show you later on that it's guaranteed. But all of this is guaranteed. It's laying out what your rights are. So you got to know your rights. So you should know this by heart. So if you demand it, they have to give you the accusation. They have to give you the one who's making the accusation. It has to be an affidavit. It has to be an affidavit of him saying you did something. Now, how they going to give you an affidavit of someone saying you did something when they do the state of Georgia against you? The state of Georgia is not a real person. It's a corporation. It cannot do an affidavit saying you did something wrong. So if they don't give you these things, that's called a lack of due process. This is the process that they have to do to come get you, right? And it works for any case. And then once you have a copy of the accusation and a witness testimony list, right, on what's founded, that means what someone got to say you did something to them. And then you also have to have a speedy trial by an impartial jury. You got to demand that too. Did you get a bench trial when you got locked up? Of course you did. That goes against the Constitution. That's void. But let me go on. Now, this is one thing that y'all fuck up on. Paragraph 6. No person shall be compelled to give testimony tending to any manner to incriminate himself, right? Y'all motherfuckers be talking too much. You supposed to say, I plead the fifth. I ain't got nothing to say. Anything I say, you gonna use against me. I don't have nothing to say. Motherfucker asks you your name, where you live, whatever. That's your answer. I I don't incriminate myself. I ain't got nothing to say. Anything I say, you're going to use against me. I don't have nothing to say. And you keep on repeating that shit like you're a parakeet. You feel me? All right. Don't give them no evidence to use against you. Right? Now, here's the thing. I know the person I'm talking to is on the line listening. Yo, you also need, later on, you want to build that emotion right now to say a denial of due process because they came to your crib with a warrant. It didn't have the affidavit in support of the warrant, and they grabbed all types of evidence to try to use against your peoples. You had the right not to incriminate yourself, y'all. So they already broke something that you was protected by. You did not have to incriminate yourself. So they wasn't supposed to be in your house trying to gather evidence to use against your peoples. So I know you better be listening. All right? Let me go on. Now, they can't do mistrials, y'all. Paragraph 8. No person shall be put in jeopardy of life, liberty, more than once for the same offense. Y'all be letting them just drop the case and bring it back. They can't do that. That's a violation of your rights. It's not allowed. Right? They can't have a new trial. Right? All right. They be giving y'all excessive bail. How many of y'all letting them do that? Then they be trying to make you pay court costs to sue someone. Georgia Constitution say no person shall be compelled to pay costs except after the conviction on a final trial. I don't pay to go into court. I know my rights and I enforce them, right? Then a writ of habeas corpus cannot be suspended nowhere, right? Now, it tells you about you supposed to have a warrant and an affidavit in support of a warrant. Let me look for that one. Let me look for that one so y'all will know I'm not making it up. That's what it says. I'm supposed to know exactly where it is, but I'll be... Okay, here it is. 16. The right of the people to be secured in their person, house, car. I put the word car. They don't say car because there was no cars. Cars, papers, and effects against unreasonable search and seizures shall not be violated. Shall not be violated. Now, the only way they can search your car, your papers, your person, so when they asking you for a license or all of that, or the paperwork for your car, that's your paperwork. It just said that they can't search your paperwork, y'all. See how y'all have not been trying, y'all have not known your rights and been enforcing your rights? Well, let me go on. Lost my spot. Okay. Search and seizure shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue except upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, particularly describing the place and places to be searched and seized and the person and things to be seized. See, they have to have an affidavit of someone you harmed, and it got to be a warrant coming to get you and it has to be a warrant, say it's going to search where you live or in your car with your license plate and all that. They don't never have that. They don't do that. So if you got locked up, you should be doing a writ of deliverance because you didn't get due process because they didn't follow the process that they have to follow to lock you up. Right? Then, okay, paragraph 15. No law shall ever be passed to curtail or restrain the liberty speech of the press, and persons may speak, write, and publish sentiments on all subjects being responsible for the abuse of that liberty. Y'all supposed to be suing Instagram or all of them that won't let you say what you want to say. You know, T-Mobile is trying to come out with a rule saying they're going to charge you more if they found that you was doing hate speech, cursing, and all of that. It's against the Constitution. They can't do that. You have the right to say whatever the fuck you want. It's guaranteed. Y'all don't know y'all's rights and y'all aren't enforcing your rights. That is a problem, B. This is why these niggas is running around just doing anything. Alright. Now, let me find the main one. This is the clinch pin. Now, of course, in Georgia, we have the right to bear arms constitutionally. It's going to tell you that anything that goes against this Constitution is void. It also says you can't, all lotteries and the sale of lottery tickets are hereby prohibited. And this prohibition shall be enforced by penal laws. Yeah, the lottery is illegal. You can sue the lottery right now for violation of the rights. You have the rights for them not to have a lottery. It's gambling. Let me look for the void. I can't believe I don't know where that part is right now. Oh my God. Sometimes I got so much information in my brain that I be forgetting where stuff is. See, I gotta keep on going over the same stuff again and again and again. And that helps me remember all of it. But I've been concentrating on bank stuff, so I haven't been going over this stuff. But and I'm trying to, skim it right now. And truthfully, I probably got to read it to find it, but I'm skimming. But anyway, I'll look for it later. But all things that go against this Constitution is void. Let me go. Oh, it don't have a search engine, a search window, or else I would have just put it in. Now, so this is what I'm saying. That's how you're going to write a writ of deliverance. They broke all those things that they got to do in the Constitution to lock you up. I even got, and it's an upcoming workshop I'm going to do right after the other workshop, but I got a workshop for coming up next 2 months called Quo Warranto. My Quo Warranto will be based off guaranteed rights of the Constitution. and got Supreme Court cases that support what I'm saying in the Constitution, why it's a violation. Let me give you a quick little synopsis of what's in the document, because I already got the document made. Now, this is a stop them from doing 14th Amendment citizenship against you and all of that. Because all of it, the 14th Amendment was not law. Taxes, not law. None of that shit's law. Oh, by the way, on the 13th, I got a workshop. You can get tickets at jonahbay.com, and it's going to show you if you got a job and they got you paying taxes, taking it out of your check, that's illegal. You don't want to be, you want to get all your money from them and not pay taxes, you're going to be on that workshop. It's especially for the people who have jobs, right? Go get your tickets right now. It's for April 13th. It's on jonahbay.com, right at the top. But pursuant to 16 Am George 2nd edition, page 71 and 72, Reed versus Convert, A&T U.S. ED 2nd, 1148, 1951. This is what was said in the holding of that case. No emergency justifies a violation of any constitutional provision. See, if you was in jail, you could use this case right here. That means if they didn't give you those things that I just read to y'all in the Bill of Rights, they violated the Constitution. And it says, no national emergency or executive order, including but not limited to the Act of October 6, 1917, as amended, 12 U.S.C. Section 95A, March 9th, 1933, shall nullify any of the constitutional protections of this trust estate. No emergency justifies a violation of any constitutional provision. The prohibitions of the federal constitution are designed to apply to all branches of a national government and cannot be nullified by the executive and Senate combined. Reed versus Convert. Everything they doing is unconstitutional, but y'all don't even know the Supreme Court case that supports that they can't do it. You bring up your constitutional rights and add this to a case. And that's how you would get your loved ones out of jail. You know what I mean? Now, you can't say I didn't tell you. But the problem is, y'all probably still don't know what I'm talking about. Because it's the first time you're hearing it. Y'all listening to all these people stealing my information, acting like they know. They don't know. They don't know how to put it together. You're going to have to know your constitutions. You're going to have to know the actual laws to make this work. You see what I'm saying? Now, let me read. I think I talked enough. Let me read and see what's going on out there. I keep trying to get in queue, and it keeps hanging up. Bro, I'm not on Blog Talk Radio. It wouldn't let me on. It keep on hanging up on me. I'm not on Blog Talk, which means I'm not taking any questions. I said that when I began the show tonight. Hopefully you wasn't on from the beginning because I said that. Because if you was on from the beginning, you don't pay good attention. Hopefully you weren't on. All right? What's the form you use for the DMV for Georgia? I don't know what you're talking about. What am I doing at DMV in Georgia? You ain't telling me nothing. You know what I mean? The question makes no sense to me. And I don't even use forms. Okay. Can you go over how you use the Dred? Why the fuck would I go over Dred Scott? He asking me to go over Dred Scott's case on why would I use that? I just gave you a Supreme Court case that said the 14th Amendment ain't real. The Dred Scott case is trying to tell you the 14th Amendment is real. Dred Scott didn't understand who he was. He was in there using misnomers, 14th Amendment terms. He said that he was a citizen of the United States. That's 14th Amendment. He said he was black. That's 14th Amendment. He didn't call himself a Moor or anything like that. I don't deal with trying to big up the 14th Amendment. It's not real. I got case upon case to prove the 14th Amendment is not real. I got congressional records that proves that it was never ratified in all the states. It wasn't ratified in the majority of the states. Y'all don't know this. Y'all didn't study it. Y'all don't have the congressional records to prove it. Y'all got to get on the ball. Y'all got to listen to what I'm saying and order the congressional records from the Library of Congress. You know what I mean? Or hopefully one day I'll just sell those congressional records on my site where you can get a copy. You know what I mean? Bro, see, someone said, does this work in conjunction with the writ of discovery? Bro, I don't even know why you're doing a writ of discovery. That means you don't even understand a writ of discovery. If you're doing a writ of discovery, you cannot put in no arguments. You keep it at a writ of discovery. I told you this is used for a writ of deliverance. See, this is why I be getting mad at y'all. I don't think y'all pay attention. I don't think y'all pay attention. I don't think y'all hear correctly on what I'm saying. So obviously you can't use nothing with discovery. Why the fuck would you be using a writ of deliverance trying to get a nigga out of jail if you're doing a discovery? Huh? The rules of the writ of discovery say you can't put in no arguments. You got to settle discovery. You got to get what you want. I just read the Georgia Constitution and broke down what the Georgia Constitution says you need in your discovery. Y'all are so confused, man. So confused. I told you that they have to give you a copy of the accusation. They have to give you the person's affidavit who made the charge against you, said you did something against them. You got to have a list of witnesses that's against you. You know what I mean? All of this shit is in there. And you're supposed to have a public and speedy trial. You know what I mean? So your question tells me you don't understand the writ of discovery. You don't understand the Constitution, Bill of Rights, because it tells you what you need and what they have to do. If they didn't give you those things, they're supposed to let you out of that case. You're supposed to win that case because you got a lack of due process. The Constitution is breaking down the process that they have to do to lock you up. It means you don't understand it. I can tell by y'all's questions what y'all understand and what y'all don't understand. And y'all niggas still don't know y'all's bills of rights, your state's constitutions. I'm disappointed every day, man. Y'all ain't studying hard enough. Someone said, I've been using the Shepherd citations. How strong can I build with those? I don't use them. I use the Constitution. I use the Constitution. Why would I have to go into the Shepherd's case laws when I know they violated the Constitution? Y'all keep on bringing up. I don't use case law that way. I say what rights I have that's protected by the Constitution. And then I might cite a case just to show that it's already been decided on. But I don't even need to recite case to win. Let me ask y'all a question. This common sense question. Did they ever take an oath to uphold case law? And if they took an oath to uphold case law, tell me where is this oath at? They never did a contract to uphold anything but the Constitution. The Constitution is the law of the land. Constitution is number one. Anything that goes against the Constitution is void. Why the fuck y'all keep on telling me? See, even her question was garbage. It tells me she don't understand anything. And I just went through that a minute ago with the other question. She like, yo, I'm getting a goddamn consultation with you. Yo, administrative courts are unconstitutional. Administrative courts was put in through the 1933 Act, the Bankruptcy Act, the Emergency Act. I just gave you a Supreme Court case that already broke it down in 1951 that they can't do that based on the Constitution. Ain't no laws that they can make that goes against the Constitution. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. You'll find that oath in La La Land, the oath that says that they gotta follow case law. Because it don't exist. It don't exist, y'all. The problem y'all are having is I've beat every type of case there was with all the people that I've taught. There's testimonies all in my archives of all the people that I taught and they got their remedy, right? And it was all based on Constitution, right? And procedure. Procedure and Constitution, that's the two things, right? And since y'all don't know this shit, it's not in your head to really know how to utilize it, y'all try to use other shit. And that's the worst things y'all can use. The very worst things y'all can use. Getting the BC authenticated, we have to get the BC notarized, right? No, you don't get the birth certificate notarized. You can't notarize something that's already been notarized and seals and all that from the state. You know what I mean? So this is like an old school lesson I'm giving y'all right now with some new joints in it. I ain't talked about the Bill of Rights probably in about 5 to 8 years. You know what I mean? But I'm seeing the problem of y'all don't study it. Y'all don't know it. There is no. Do you know that most of your statutes, rules, and regulations is based on the Constitution? If it ain't based on the Constitution, it's based on the Bible. And those are the two things y'all don't really know. Oh my God. See, who have you been studying with, Chief Mac? What about putting your 9-8 on the Form 56, putting the judge as the fiduciary? It's not going to do anything. You're going to lose. I just showed you in the Bill of Rights that all of them are your trustees already. Why would you need a Form 56 to tell him he's your fucking trustee? The Constitution said it. The Bill of Rights said it. You don't know how to present it. You don't understand your Bill of Rights. That's the problem. Y'all are trying to do all these commerce tricks and y'all keep on losing. You think a IRS paper called the 56 is more powerful than the Constitution? Then I got a question to ask you. Chief Mac. Tell me what oath they took that said that they have to follow a Form 56. Huh? What contract did they say I'll pay fines and go to jail if I don't follow the Form 56? How many times am I going to have to say this? But y'all keep on asking me these crazy ass questions or making crazy ass statements. They don't have to follow none of that, y'all. He said, I'm going to be waiting a long time to get an answer to that question, the oath to follow the 56. Yo, y'all got to study with me. Y'all studying with all these whack ass teachers that ain't teaching y'all nothing. That's why y'all ain't winning. If you ain't winning, you ain't getting remedy. My peoples is winning. You know what I mean? All we do is win, 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 no matter what. All right, that's enough of YouTube. Let me see what's going on Facebook. This nigga is stupid. How is this uplifting fallen humanity? You hear this shit? So me teaching y'all how to win y'all's cases, he thinks ain't uplifting fallen humanity. First of all, let me tell you something, Lawrence Lagini. Shut your ass up, motherfucker. I'm not a temple Moor. Don't try to put me under your rules. I'm a Moor by descendancy. I came from Moors. My mama, my father, my grandfather, my grandmother, all of them was Moors. See this skin? See this hair texture? Moor. Nigga, I don't follow your fucking rules. So don't try to hold me to that shit. And first of all, I've saved more fucking people, Moors and otherwise, out of court cases, got them off of child support, won their fucking house in foreclosures and all that. That's raising fallen humanity. Shut your dumb ass up, motherfucker. I talk like a real nigga, which I am. Faggot ass. Alright, now let me move on to the gram and see what's going on. See, y'all don't want me. Normally I be, on Blog Talk and people ask me questions. When I'm reading this shit, I will go in on y'all for some dumb shit. I will go in on y'all. Nigga don't even know. Yo, if you go to my Patreon, by the way, it's only $20 a month. I got mad lessons. If you want to learn how to do arbitration in all your contracts with the banks, you have an arbitration clause. You got to go join my Patreon. I got arbitration ABCs 1, 2, 3. But on my Patreon, I got lessons right out of the Bible that tells women if they doing certain things, they are harlot. I got lessons to show women what to do to be a virtuous woman and get a good husband. I got lessons that shows men how to pick the right women. That's all raising fallen humanity. Giving you the Old Testament, the laws, the covenant. Y'all are suffering because y'all ain't following the covenant of your ancestors. To be 100% truthful. Everything I'm doing right now, I'll tell you, is in harmony with what Noble Drew Ali taught. Noble Drew Ali said, enforce the Constitution. I'm teaching you how to enforce the Constitution. But this dude is trying to say, I'm not raising fallen humanity. Really? Really? How am I not raising fallen humanity? Huh? How? People just be talking. People are internet gangsters. People talk mad shit and want to down people on the internet when they're trying to do good for people and all of that. My work speaks for itself. I've been around teaching 20 years. 20 years. Everything I taught worked for people. I've been a millionaire my whole adult life. Why am I a millionaire? Because I know I have to give service to my fellow man. And then I am rewarded threefold. Right now, I'm online teaching y'all real law. I'm teaching y'all real principle of Constitution and how to use the Bill of Rights of the Constitution to get your loved ones out of jail and get you off of cases and all that. Guess what? You're on here listening to me for free, right? Guess what? It's not free for me to teach you. It's not free for me to teach you. Blog Talk costs money. Go-to meeting costs money. Facebook is free. The gram is free. But I'm giving you my time. Right? Now I already know under universal law, I got to get paid back for this time. Just so happen the universe likes paying me in money. You know what I mean? This chain. Y'all don't even want to know how much it costs. The bracelet, the ring. I'm straight, nigga, from helping fallen humanity. I live in a mansion. I got Porsches, Bentleys, G-Wagons, Lambos, Aston Martins. You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. I've been married for over 30 years. We just had our anniversary March 30th. My kids, I got a bunch of kids, and 4 of them that's grown. 4 of the guys, I got mostly boys. 4 of the boys make over 6 figures. So even my kids are part of the 1%. Because I follow the laws of the covenant, the ancestors. I do what they tell me to do, and I teach my kids that. That's how I did that. Me and my wife happily married. That's how I did that. What about you? You talking about fallen humanity. Half the teachers you listen to, matter of fact, not half, 99% of the teachers you listen to are not married. Never been in a successful marriage or raised their kids successfully. I've done all of that. Nigga, you can't point the finger at me, bro. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And, by the way, when y'all learn from me, I show you my own paperwork. I did it first. Unless I ain't never got in trouble like that. You know what I mean? Just real. Some of the dumb shit I ain't never did, so I couldn't show you my paperwork, but I taught someone how to get out of it, and I showed their paperwork, and I also make them come on my show and give their testimony of how it worked. You know what I mean? So spare me on the how's this raising fallen humanity. Feel me? Perfect example. Right now, the garb I got on right now, Jalabir. I've been wearing it since, well, not this one new, but I've been wearing Jalabirs since I was 18 years old when I was down with Dr. York. The Old Testament says you can't wear blended fabric. It got to be linen, cotton. You can blend those two, but you can't blend no other polyester, all that. You can't wear none of that. How many of y'all are wearing that? When my suits be cotton, wool, and linen. All my clothes be cotton. That's why a lot of times I got on black t-shirt, white t-shirt, because it's all cotton. Y'all don't even know you are making your spirituality, your frequency lower by having all these mixed blend things. So if it's stretchy, that's synthetic. It's the same as eating pork. I took my Shahada to Allah when I was 18. And he talking about trying to sound deep. How's this raising fallen humanity? Bro, you ain't on my level. How do I know that? I don't even know you. How do I know that? Because I know what level I'm on. And you're not on my level. If you was on my level, you wouldn't be listening to my show. You would have no need to listen to my show. I don't listen to no other teachers. I have no need. I got all the remedy that I need. All I'm doing is teaching people how to get remedy like me. That's how I know you ain't on my level. I know you ain't as rich as me. I know you ain't as handsome as me. I know your beard ain't as long. Now, I just cut my beard. I cut off 2/3 of my beard. It was touching my belly button. You know why this beard is like this? Because they want y'all to know I'm in my prophet stage. I'm like a goddamn prophet. I'm manifesting the ancestors through the words that I'm teaching. You know what I mean? And I'm a New Yorker, man. Don't get me to talking shit, man. No one talks shit better than New Yorkers, B. That's just real shit. You know what I mean? Now, when y'all are doing a writ of discovery based on the Constitution properly, right? And in your writ of discovery, do you know you're going to ask them for what? You're going to ask them for their actual oath of office, and you're going to ask them for their actual indemnity bond. Why? I showed y'all a few weeks ago that they had to put that on the record. They had to put their oath and indemnity bond on the record. You're going to put it in your discovery. And you're going to show the law that says that they have to put it on the record. Why? Because the minute that they violate the Constitution that I just showed y'all earlier in this show, y'all can go after the fucking bond and get the insurance money. That's procedure, y'all. I'm showing you how to enforce the Constitution with procedure, yo. Now, who else is showing y'all this? Who else is teaching y'all this, man? Who else? Why do I need a Form 56? Why? Why am I taking it to the IRS? The IRS ain't even legal. I'm about to do a seminar to show you the IRS ain't legal. And all the money they took from you, you got to get back. And they're giving it back. And I'm about to show y'all in a seminar how to do that. And it goes along with my lesson that I taught y'all on the tax injunction. Right? This is what I'm saying. Y'all really don't know how. If y'all know everything y'all need to know about this Constitution, y'all don't need nothing else. Y'all don't need to use nothing else. Now, if they do not show you their oath and their indemnity bond when you ask for it in discovery, do you know they're automatically de facto? De facto. Because they're supposed to put that on every case. Did you know the lawyer is supposed to put his bar card information into every case with his liability insurance? On every case, he's supposed to enter it into the record. Y'all didn't know that, right? Now, what if you ask for it in discovery for him to do that? If they don't produce it, that lawyer can't be on the case. So let's look up what the definition of de facto. De facto meaning. De facto meaning. In a way that exists as a fact, although it may not be legally accepted. De facto. De facto, actual, real, factual, true, very genuine, effective. De facto, opposite. So, de facto is, it may look like it's valid, but it's not. It's not, y'all. That's what their courts is. So if he doesn't put that stuff on the record when you ask, he's not allowed to do anything in the court. Don't y'all comprehend that? That's something real simple. Real simple. But that's my time for today. I hope y'all enjoyed the lesson. This was a little off because like I said, I wasn't able to get on Blog Talk to take y'all's questions, so I'm just going off the top of the dome teaching a lesson. You know what I mean? Hope y'all liked it, especially the newbies. I know y'all didn't know a lot of this stuff. I hope you liked it. Hope you learned a lot. Study what I said. Go into your Constitution, Bill of Rights, study that, and see what I said. It's real simple. This is one that you're going to want to listen to again and again and again because it breaks down how to do so many cases. All right? Be there. Don't be square. Come to this workshop I'm doing on the 13th. It's only $150. Get your tickets at jonahbay.com. Peace to the gods. I'm out of here.